Nah, I fucks with Pat.
Yeah.
Look at how he talks to these niggas.
Yeah, yo.
Yo, turn that shit up.
Turn that shit the fuck up right now.
Talking that shit. Let's go.
Yo. When you up and you winning, shit is awesome. Never felt real pain till a nigga lost one. If somebody take from you, what it's gonna cost them? Tired of niggas acting like they really put in work. Hear the boss come, be yourself. It'll do you better in the long run than see yourself staring down the barrel of a long gun. Some rappers never had no street cred, so they bought some.
I saw an MC rocking on the stage, doing his thing, crowd moving, and I have the voice for it. Okay, let me find my lane,
Right.
in what I want to do.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I will admit it. I tried to be a rapper first. That did not work. That did not work.
What was that like? What was that like as far as like, okay,
I
first time you pick up the pen, you're like, all right, I got
I picked
beat.
up a pen. My first verse, my first 16 probably took me 2 weeks because it was just hard. So I got to make this rhyme. I got to do that. I have to try to listen to every rap song, and then I also was like, there was a talent show in high school that I got into, and I was a rap. I think I listened to Straight Outta Compton like 500 times because, I'm trying to be hardcore too, because those were the days when, the Champion hoodies was out, you know what I'm saying? The
Coneheads.
The Tims, all that.
40 below.
And I didn't want to go in there sounding like, nah, I want to go in there hard.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. But, and I did the talent show and all that, but I knew rapping wasn't for me.
Just wasn't it. Did you get booed?
Actually, no, I did it because I was probably one of the, favorite person in school. So I didn't get booed. But I knew deep in my heart, I can't do this. It took me this long to do one song. Nah, I can't do this.
Did you ever have conflict with the name Pretty Lou? The Lost Boy situation?
We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that. So, also the Pretty Lou name when I was saying, because I was just, but I wasn't Pretty Lou. I was Pretty Boy Lou.
Oh, okay.
Pretty boy.
I was Pretty Boy Lou. The Pretty Lou came from my younger brother. So my younger brother, he saw Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather back in the
Pretty
days,
Boy Floyd.
he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He wasn't Money Mayweather. He was Pretty Boy Floyd. My brother, man, they got people with your name now. You know what? Your name now is Pretty Lou, because you're going to grow up and you're not going to be a boy no more. At first, I ain't going to lie. I was like, yo, bro, I'm not a fag. That sounds very gayish.
Right.
Pretty
Lou.
Pretty Lou is not the name.
It's back in the day, y'all.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
We love
our,
Right.
Chill out.
Yes, it's not.
Back in the day.
It's a story.
You know the clip.
It's
yeah.
a story. It's a story.
Yeah.
But my friends started calling me it. He made friends, family. He even made my mother started calling me that name, and it just got stuck. So the Pretty Lou got stuck.
Mom calling you Pretty Lou.
Yeah.
It's a rap.
Yeah, and that's when I knew, all right, that's the name that I'm going to have.
Right.
So then I put two and two together when that girl said that, and I started exploring. Like I said, I tried to be a rapper. And
What's the first beat, by the way?
Huh?
What was the first beat you rapped on?
I don't remember, man. I think it was a Black Moon beat that I rapped on. It was a freestyle.
Do you remember your verse?
No, I don't remember.
don't?
And if I did, I would never say it.
You would never say it, no?
If I probably didn't even understand what I wrote.
Right.
But then I graduated from high school and I went to college. I went to John Jay College. And then I saw that John Jay College had a radio station. So I took one of the classes for that, and that's when I started noticing, you know what? I think maybe what she said, I'll start going with it. Let me see how radio will be for me.
You still seeing that at the time?
I was trying to vision it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to see how.
No, still seeing the female that told you that.
I know I haven't seen her nothing from her ever again.
No, I mean at that time.
Oh no. She's Like I said,
She planted the seed and got out
she
of
planted
it.
the seed, and then I was a playboy, so it was up to the next.
Right.
Boy.
And then I started learning more about radio. I started listening to 1010 Winds.
You give us 22 minutes.
We'll give you the world.
They won't know that. They don't understand that. That's classic.
10 wins.
That's classic.
So
1010 Winds.
1010
Wow.
Winds to me was the map of radio. And friends, even my mother, my parents will be. I'll be like, put 1010 Winds. And why we want to hear news? I didn't want to hear news. I wanted to hear how they spoke on radio. I wanted to see the timing part. I started learning that. I started learning also tuning in to hip hop stations. At first it was Kiss FM. I was listening to Kiss FM a lot. And I started seeing how the breakdown of when you will play a record and when the bridge comes, that's when you talk. Or the time from the beginning of the song before the vocals start, how much time you had. I was learning that on my own. I didn't take no radio classes for anything. I started learning now. And I started using that in college. And then, of course, I met my first real relationship woman, which is actually the mother of my oldest son. And then I met her. Of course, it was something different because she was from Dykeman.
And we're back.
You found your way back.
So that's why I say I found my way back to Dykeman.
Right.
So I met her. We were in we were in a good space. And she was like, I wanted to take her home. I took her home. Ended up being Dykeman, and I was like, I remember coming here in the train station and all that, blah blah blah. And we got into a good relationship. And then at the age of 21, I had my firstborn.
Right.
Early.
I had my firstborn. Now he's 28.
Was it skipping past the hustling stage or?
So during that time is when I was finding into the little hustling thing, because at that time Washington Heights was very heavy.
Yeah. Familiar.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Familiar on familiar.
There was times that when my son was born, I needed money and I needed things. So I was getting a little help from the streets.
Right.
And that's when I was learning about that. I was doing some walks here and there, delivering here and there. But then I started seeing a lot of other things. Like I started seeing murders. I started seeing stuff. Like there was one time my son was born. He wasn't no more than two months. It was still hot outside. He was born in September. So it was like, not even 2 months. I think it was like, maybe the same month. It was like maybe September, October, but it was still hot outside. So I remember one time, me and his mother, when we went to go see a friend of hers on like 203rd Street and Sherman Avenue. I remember that. And, we're in this carriage and everything, and she's talking to her friend. And I turned around, and I'm looking at the corner, nothing about it. And I saw a guy in the corner hanging out. A car rolled up. Another guy comes out and shoots him point blank in the head. I had my son
Right there.
So we all ran. Of course, I grabbed my son. We ran into the building, make sure the coast is clear. So when I saw that, that's when I said, you know what, this is not for me.
Bust down rolling for the hell of it. It's my time to shine, spotlights is my element. Fuck a plain Jane, don't insult my intelligence. I don't plan on selling it, so I don't see the relevance. You niggas having pawn shop nightmares. I'm light years ahead of niggas, even on a light year. Don Perignon stain the laces of my night ears. Born poor, but I'ma die rich, nigga, life's fair.